Well, hello, my lovely friends. Welcome back. My name's Chess. This is the Scapegoat Club, where I talk about all the fun and joyful parts about being from a toxic and dysfunctional family. And you will know if you are in a similar situation and you have one of these special people, or more than one of these special people in your lives, that the holidays can be an absolute nightmare. So if you are dreading the holiday season, then fear not, my friends. I am here for you today. So today I have some tips and strategies on how you can try and survive and make the most of your holiday season. So, a disclaimer, 2 disclaimers. Number 1, I have a cat behind me doing God knows what, so I don't know what's going to happen there. Number 2 disclaimer is that I know that being from a difficult family, from an abusive family, from a toxic family is very, very serious. I know that. I've been through a hell of a lot and I know what it's like. I'm not trying to minimize that. I just think sometimes I've just had enough of it all. I've had enough of the seriousness. I've had enough of the misery that it all entails. I just had enough. And also, if you're dealing with narcissistic people, then to be honest, sometimes they're so ridiculous it's almost funny. And so sometimes I'm like, if I'm not laughing, I'm going to cry. So today, my friends, I'm going to try and laugh. But I know that it hurts. And I'm not trying to say it's not. But hey, let's just try and lighten things up a little bit for a holiday spirit. And I'm probably going to default to talking about Christmas. Just it's wired in my brain. That's the culture I come from. But I also think that some of these ideas might work for or are applicable to any kind of holiday gathering, any kind of family gathering. Anytime you have to spend time with those people, and there are expectations around it, around what it should look like, and that you should all be acting a certain way, and everybody should be happy, and it's all about those appearances. So these tips could work for birthdays, they could work for Mother's Day, Father's Day, any kind of celebration, anything really where you have to get together and you have to put on that brave face and go through the motions. I think we all need to be kind to ourselves, have very low expectations, but there are a few tips and tricks. So let's see what you think. Sorry, cat and camera. Sorry. What are you doing to me? Are you done? I don't think he's done. I would also say in the holidays, especially if it's a religious holiday, if you have a religious practice and it means something to you, then I really hope you can get some solace in that and you can get some kind of comfort. But if you're not a religious person, I think it's just really good to remember it's just another day or another few days. It really isn't a big deal. It'll pass. You'll get through it. And it just is what it is. So having any expectations around what it should look like, what you should do, let's just bin all that. We know it's going to be shitty because we've got these people in our lives. We're just going to do the best we can. It is what it is. And I think getting through it and also being kind to yourself that around this time of year, it's not really the best time to pick a fight. And if you're going to extract yourself, or you are in the process of extracting yourself from the family, then I think just knowing that you have a plan and that you're kind of working on it is good enough. Don't beat yourself up about about humoring someone in the holidays when you think you shouldn't do. It's just not worth it. You've got to look after yourself. You've got to enjoy it. And, there are other people involved. So just be kind to yourself. Really? Can you stop that? Really? Are you done? Stop nudging my tripod, dude. Come here. Come on. Okay. We still have a camera. You gonna sit there? Great. Okay. He's there. So if you are going to spend some time with some difficult people this holiday, I wish I could be with you. I wish I could sit across from that family meal, sit across the table for you and with you and just, exchange the look, roll the eyes silently. I can't be. But I am thinking of you, and I'm really happy that we've got a few people on the channel now, and we've got starting to build a community. So please remember, you're not on your own, even if you feel that you are. I'm thinking of you, and I think a lot of other people are as well. So, do you have a difficult to buy for person this year? Someone who has everything but still wants more? Somebody who you just really don't know what to get, doesn't appreciate anything? You maybe make something, you order something special, you put a lot of thought into it, and the response you get for the gift is meh. Oh yeah, I have those. So don't panic. Got something for you. The ideal gift. It's perfect. Make a charitable donation on behalf of this person and give it to them. There's also charities out there that you can buy the donation and you'll get some kind of something in return, something that you can wrap up, something you can give. It could be a card, it could be a little something, but you can give it to that person, and so they can have the unwrapping experience. Hopefully it's something that they have an interest in, or something that they've said that they have an interest in, so it's not completely left field. But you have a person in your life who loves donkeys, then great. Go and adopt Eeyore at the donkey sanctuary for them. Great, they'll get a little picture, they bought them straw for the year, whatever it is. It's great. And it's win-win-win. It's win for you because you've got a gift for them. It's win for old Eeyore. Eeyore's got some food, the charity's happy. And it's win because what is the narcissist? Oh, I said narcissist. Might not be a narcissist. Could just be a difficult person. What if that person, what are they going to say if they don't like the gift? What are they going to say without sounding miserable and childish and shitty? Nothing. They probably were going to say something. They might bitch about it a little bit, but there's not much they can do. And that's the key. You're minimizing the comeback you can get. And it's great. I love that. Number 2 tip is, and it's an obvious one, and this, it's minimize your time that you have to spend with a difficult person. And a couple of really good ways I used to do this are, number 1, work. I would work extra hours, or I would work days when other people wanted time off with their family, especially if you don't have kids, or you have a flexible schedule. If you can spend time at your job when other people don't want to be there, it's great. And yeah, again, the difficult people in your life can complain, but they can't complain too much because working is a pretty legit thing to be somewhere else. It's not like you're spending time with other people. It's not like you're prioritizing them over something else that they can really be insecure about. It's work is work. It might mean that you get extra money. It might mean that you get extra brownie points with your boss or your team, and yeah, keeps you away from them. And normally, I don't know about, again, I guess it depends where you work, but the jobs that I've had, it's actually been a bit quieter over that and the holiday period, so it's not too much of a hassle to be in there, and maybe you can do a shorter day or take a longer lunch or something like that. If work isn't going to be good for you, and you also want a break, because we all need a break. Another brilliant way of minimizing family time is to volunteer. There are, especially in the Northern Hemisphere, there's a lot of seasonal shelters for people who have housing difficulties. Could be food banks, could be things like that. I think there's a lot of services and events around the holiday season, and people are looking for volunteers. And so to volunteer, it's great. It means you'd be like, I would love to be there for Christmas Day, but I really need to do this. I promised I would, and I think it's really important. I will be there on the 27th. I will be there. We'll have a great lunch. It'll be fabulous. I just really can't be there for, X, Y, or Z. great. And yeah, they're probably going to bitch about it. And my lovely parents did when I did that. They managed to twist it into something that was bad about me. But you know what? When that kind of happens, you know, they're just showing their bad behavior rather than yours. So again, what are you going to do? And you're helping out a good cause. And time out. Just to be serious in a video that isn't serious. If you have, one thing I learned about having PTSD, and that could be a thing if you had a narcissistic family when you're growing up. Having PTSD, one of the things that actually really helps in working through it and getting moving on is volunteering. Doing acts of kindness, it helps with PTSD. I don't know why, I'm not going to give you the scientific reasons, but I actually found myself it really helps as well. So double whammy, triple whammy. You don't get to see the family so much, you're doing a good deed, and maybe you're helping your own mental health. So volunteering, yes, yes, yes. My other top tip is start your New Year's resolutions early. So maybe you have a fitness goal, like a lot of us do in the new year. You want to run that marathon, you want to cycle a certain distance, you want to, whatever it is, your fitness goals. Well, can you bring them in early? And you can think of a reason and excuse, but if you're staying with the in-laws for a few days or something, then take yourself off for a run or a walk or get outside. Tell them it's part of a training schedule you're on. If someone's like, well, why are you doing it over Christmas? Just be like, hey, I want to, or I got a discount or something like that. If that's not your thing, maybe what about studying? Can you start to study that thing you've always wanted to do? Start it early. Bring a textbook. Maybe your boss is on at you for upgrading, or maybe you just want to do it. You want to learn a new language. Bring it along and say, hey, really loving the time I'm spending with you all, but I just gotta, take an hour out to do my study. Go away, lock yourself in a room, go to a coffee shop if you can, just take that time out, take your book with you, read 5 seconds of it, and then at least you've got something to talk about. And hey, maybe, you'll find yourself really getting into it and really engrossed, and then moving on and then learning new skills or getting fitter, and that's all great for our self-esteem. It means we're getting our power back and we're moving on with our lives. And even though we're stuck in situations that we might not want to be in, we're stuck with people we don't want to be in, we are taking our power back, and we are just little by little, stealth by stealth, moving up to the place where we are in control of our lives and we can really make those big decisions that we need to. Guys, that's it for today. I really, really wish you a lot of love at this time of year. Remember, this is a holiday for everybody, and you deserve a holiday too. So even if you have got the most hellish situation, just please be kind to yourself. Take a little bit of time out, even if it's just having a long soak in a hot bubble bath or something like that. Take that time out and remind yourself that you are important, you are loved and appreciated, you're a good soul, and if there's other things you need to do, if there's a bigger situation out there you need to work on, you're going to do it. You've got it, and I'm here to help. Everyone else is here, and we're all thinking of each other. So lots of love as always, and I will talk to you soon. If you like, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and talk to you soon, my friends. Bye for now.